Hello, welcome to February. This is our third week of our 4-week mini course on Breathe Forward. I'm Colleen Derrick and I'm a financial advisor with Swaggers Insurance Services. The first week we talked about needing a spark of hope. Without hope, there's no room in our being or our brain or our hearts for the possibility of a future. So that hope is essential, and it can be a spark of hope. It doesn't have to be very big. It's essential and it's powerful. So we breathed in hope, and then we took that little bit of hope into week number 2, and that was where we breathed out dreams. So we took that little bit of hope, that glimpse of a glimmer that there could be a possibility, a future, something better, and we breathed out a dream. So we started to invest ourselves a little bit in that hope. We talked about where the source of hope is, that it comes from, where the source of dreams comes from hope, and that sometimes having darkness around allows our imagination to take flight and fill in some of those nuances, that when we have obstructions, that also sometimes that makes us realize how valuable our dreams are, how powerful hope is, and how we don't necessarily have to have things perfect to dream, and that our dreams don't have to be perfect, that sometimes those intrusions are actually frames that display our dreams and our hopes more beautifully, enhancing them. So we breathed out dreams last week. That brings us to this week, week number 3, and we're going to breathe in vision. So the key to vision is embracing the concept that not only can things change, but that things will change. Do you want to influence how they change? Even when things stay the same, they are changing, because incredible, some of the equipment for ocean ventures, you have these platforms with myriad of moving parts, all adjusting and constantly accommodating and counterbalancing, also that one piece at the end can stay stable, even keel. So when we are in our lives and things are staying the same, we can feel very discouraged. We can think that there is no change occurring. But do you actually realize how much change has to occur to keep your world or your position the same? It actually requires an incredible amount of work to stabilize and keep something the same, because everything around you is constantly changing. So impact it, work with it. We have found that a spark of hope can be the transformation to light up a dream, and that nurturing those dreams and those hopes breathes out possibility. So once our heart is beating with hope and our soul is breathing out dreams, our spirit can develop vision. Vision makes room for purpose. And purpose is powerful. So as we breathe in vision, I was inspired by the different structures that I saw in Maui. And so when converting a dream into a vision, it helps to review where things came from. What's the history? What's the foundation? Where's the groundwork? What have people before you done? How did you get where you are today? The difference between a dream and vision is the breadth of substance. So try superimposing a dream over reality and see what needs to be adapted or filled out. Let it take shape as you breathe in your vision. See what is possible. But don't stop there. then envision what could be. Breathe in vision. Take that pinprick of hope in the distance, that little bit of hope, and move towards it. Incredible, right? It becomes an opening. And as we keep approaching, details take shape and then come into focus. And our perception, our perspective, our horizons broaden. And then as we step into that, and you can choose not to, but you can choose to step into that and emerge into paradise. Now, often the potential is there. It was there. And we just need to change our perspective or our proximity to engage it. Breathe in vision. There is a price to pay for vision. Not all dreams convert into vision, nor do they need to. And that's okay. But when we're breathing forward, we want to find one of those dreams that you want to breathe in vision, to allow it again to take shape. It requires commitment and effort, and we must step beyond what is and dare to believe that we are strong enough, that we are committed enough to create what could be. Entrepreneurs sail these waters along with innovators and artists. Which are you? It does not welcome those who are looking for the easy or comfortable, nor does it forgive the greedy. We see this often in young businesses, that young businesses, they establish and they flourish and they're doing well. But rather than allow the business to really settle into a good foundation, to use prudent management. And here's where we come with a money piece. Yes, I'm financial advisor. Yes, we haven't talked about a lot about money, but here is where it's just so pivotal. If we don't allow those businesses to establish good fundamental basics and pillars, and just try to say, hey, I'm making good profit, I want more of that profit, and we get greedy, they implode or explode. Either way, not good. We see this also sometimes with people who decide they want to be investing and they just dive in. We're very excited about investing in our culture, and for good reason, because there's profit to be had. Absolutely. But there are principles and fundamentals to investing. Do you have 6 months of emergency necessities covered before you invest? Because if not, what happens when we hit one of these downturns and something goes wrong? And believe me, it's life. Something is going to go wrong. It is not smooth. You end up having to bail out on investment on a bad side, and you end up losing money. It's not good. Visions. When you're building a vision out of a dream, this is also so important. We need to not be greedy. We need to set good, intentional, reasonable targets for success. And then we need to establish them. To dare the journey, it requires the passion and purpose of a vision. And next week, we're going to talk about fleshing it out so that you can build in those good benchmarks, so that you can know, like we talked about last month, what does success look like, so that you can be strong and well established and have repeatable success. Your vision fills in the daring of your dreams, and it draws from your gifts and strengths to give you clarity, focus, and motivation. So breathe in a vision, and I'll meet you here next week for our final step.